I remember that I dated a girl, and after 8 months, she asked for a break. About 15 years went by, and I ran into her at a high school reunion. She said to me, "Hey, wow, it's been so long. You look great. Are you married?" I replied, "No, I'm not. And you?" She said, "I've been married twice, but it didn't work out. I'm too independent, and that scares men. You know that whole talk about the promiscuous woman who jumps from one guy to another, with Peter Pan syndrome, thinking she'll never grow old, not realizing that the beauty she had when she was younger is long gone? Well, that was her. She already had 2 kids, one 4 years old and the other 7, each from a different ex-husband. Quite the situation, right? She asked me about my job. I told her I'm a software engineer, currently holding a CEO position at a multinational company. When I said that, she went, "Wow. I knew you were going to be someone in life. You were always so studious. When we were dating, I remember you hardly ever went out, while I loved going to parties." I replied, "I didn't go out because I had no money. I either paid for my courses or went clubbing. I remember that's why you asked for a break and, well, there go 15 years, right?" She laughed and said, "I heard you live in that condo downtown. You're single, and you've been waiting for me. Now our time has come. When we broke up, I always knew we'd get back together someday. I was in love with her, and she knew it. She remembered the things I used to do for her, and she thought I still felt everything I did back then." I laughed, even choked a bit, and said, "Look, I worked really hard to build a more comfortable life. Now that I can work from anywhere, I want to travel and see the world. Speaking of that, I've already lived in 8 countries. I stay for about 2 or 3 months in each, then move on to the next destination. Oh, and I don't live downtown anymore. I gave the apartment to my mom, and I stay with her when I'm here in the US. Actually, I'm heading to Norway next week." She looked awkward and asked if I ever thought about getting married. So I answered, "I just haven't met anyone worth it. All I kept finding were opportunists or single moms looking to settle down." Strangely enough, I said it naturally, without thinking about her. After all, at my age now, most single women have already been married and have kids. She made a sad face, disguised it, and said she was going to the bathroom. After that, I didn't see her again. I later heard that she left crying and told some friends I had humiliated her. She was my great teenage love. Back then, she left me because I didn't have a car or the money to support the life she wanted. Besides her, there were others who didn't even have the nerve to come up and talk to me. They just kept staring from a distance. I don't own a car, mostly because I travel most of the time. But I made a point of renting a beautiful silver Mustang just for 2 days. I got there early and sat on the hood, scrolling through my phone, watching the former beauties and the guys who used to be popular walk by and see me there, people who snubbed me for years. At no point did I humiliate her, not intentionally. What I said hit her because it struck a nerve. I suffered a lot in high school. After she asked for that break, she went out with half the guys at school, even with some of my friends. I remember once we went on a school trip to an amusement park. It was pretty common back then, and she sat right next to me with some guy and made out with him the whole trip. It had only been 2 weeks since she asked for a break. All of those things made me wake up and focus on myself, on who I wanted to be, and what I wanted for my life. Today, I have a life that's above average compared to most people. Even though I'm a minimalist, I focus on my health, my body, and of course my career, which I love so much. Life takes many turns. Be the protagonist of your own success. Happiness is something hard to find within ourselves, and impossible to find in someone else.